Okay, good morning, Aubrey. Today we are going to be learning about story elements. So, things that are involved when you read a story. We have kind of discussed this previously, but we're going to really dig into it deeper today so that we can learn exactly what character and settings and problems and solutions mean when you read a story so that you can understand it and comprehend it better. So I have a fun little video that we're going to watch real quick before we start our book, and it is about story elements so that we can get a better idea of what it means. Yeah, that song kind of helped us learn a little more about character setting and things that you come across when you read a book. So now we're going to focus our attention to this book, The Rainbow Fish, so that we can learn about character and setting and see what characters we see throughout the story, setting, and some main events that we come across. When you look at the front of this cover, what do you think the book's going to be about?
The rainbow fish.
The rainbow fish. What do you think the rainbow fish is going to do in the story?
Say no.
Say no. Okay. So like we were talking about earlier, character is it's the person in the story or in a book or a movie or anything that you watch. It's the main person or the person talking that you see while you're reading the book. And then the setting is the surroundings or where events take place in the book. Or so, for example, we read what did we read the other day? The kindergarten book. When she was talking about kindergarten, she said she was always in her classroom when we were reading the story. So that would be the setting. The setting can be the place, such as a classroom, your home, outside. It can be many places.
Inside?
Yeah, it can be inside too. And then main events really can be several things. So like the problems that come across in the story and how we solve the problems or how the story solved the problems. It helps us really get a better comprehension of what the book is about so that we're learning when we're reading. So we're going to go ahead and read our story, and I want you to keep in your mind and think about who the characters are, the settings, the events that happen, so that when we work on our story map, you can do all that and color it in. And like we've been learning, who is the author? What does the author do?
Color.
You're almost right. Remember, we have the author.
I know. Paint.
Well, who does the coloring in the painting?
The illustrator.
Yeah, the illustrator. And the author is the one who writes the book, remember? So let's go ahead and get started. The rainbow fish. Okay, now that we're done with the book, can you tell me any characters that you saw while we were reading?
Yeah. The rainbow fish.
The rainbow fish, yes, the rainbow fish is one of the main characters in this book. He is who we talk about a lot.
And
Who else did we see?
the friend.
The friends that asked him for the scale.
Yeah.
Yes.
And the starfish.
And the starfish.
And the octopus.
And the octopus. You're
And-
right.
And more
We came across-
friends.
Even more friends. Yes, you're exactly right. So the main character in this book is the starfish. I mean, not the starfish. The rainbow fish.
Yeah. I'll probably say that teacher, you're silly.
Because that's who we're talking about throughout the story. But as we're reading, we do come across many other characters that the rainbow fish engages with, such as the octopus and the starfish and stuff like that.
You're being funny today, teacher.
So what about the setting? Remember when we talked about setting earlier, we talked about the surroundings of what was in the book. Do you know what the setting is for this book?
Rainbow
Rainbow Fish is the character. The setting is where the book takes place. Like, where are the rainbow fish and the octopus at while we're reading the story? Where are they at?
At the tunnel.
Why? It does look like the
Tunnel.
octopus is in a tunnel. He's kind of like in like a little cave thing. But the setting for this book is the ocean. The water, that's where the fish are at. Yeah.
I know where they belong. But sometimes they get out of the water when people catch them. And they eat them and stuff when they die.
Yeah. So yeah, the ocean is the setting, and then I think we came across some problems during the book. Like, what problems did the rainbow fish come across?
Beanie.
Yeah, he wasn't wanting to share his scales.
But he soon wanted to share his scales.
He what?
He soon wanted to share his scales.
Friends came and asked him, "Hi, I would love one of your pretty scales." They thought they were so beautiful, but the rainbow fish just didn't want to share. But what the problem came from that? He had no friends. No one wanted to be his friend because he wasn't sharing and being nice with his scales. But the rainbow fish solved his problem by getting some advice from the octopus about sharing.
And the octopus helped him very nice, but he still was kind of being mean. But the octopus would still be nice. It didn't say it in a mean way.
Yeah.
It was trying to help it be nicer and stuff.
Yeah. So he solved his problem by doing what? What did he start giving away that made him have friends again?
Scales!
Yes, he gave away his scales because he decided, I would so much rather give and share and have friends than not share and have no friends.
And he only had one more scale, but he had some stripy ones.
Yeah.
And he still had more scales, though.
Yeah, he did. He shared them with all his friends.
Yeah.
So do you know what scales are?
No.
So scales are these small and hard, thin plates that cover the fish, you see? They're like little things that are on the fish and it surrounds the whole fish.
Just in case they get hurt.
Yeah, it's kind of like their skin. Like we have skin, fish have scales. And those are what he decided to share. He decided to share his little shiny scales with the other fish. So another word that we came across when we were reading was admire. The other fish were admiring the rainbow fish's scale. Do you feel like you can explain what you think admiring means from that sentence?
Mm-hmm.
What do you think it means?
It means sharing.
Not quite. So the the other fish were admiring his scales, meaning that they really thought they were so pretty, and they were curious about them and thought they were really cool. So they were admiring his scales.
This one.
So now we're going to take what we learned about character and setting and problems that we came across in the book, and we're going to translate it onto our story map.
Okay.
So what we're going to do is, for character, you're going to draw me a picture of the characters that you remember from the book. And for setting, you're going to draw a picture of what the setting was throughout the book. You're going to draw the characters from the book. The setting, you're going to draw the setting of the book so that you can get a deeper comprehension of what the real story was about. Does that make sense?
Mm-hmm.
Do you have any questions? So when I hand you this, if you have any questions, I'm going to be walking around to help you figure out.
Just in case if I need a little help.
Yeah.
Just in case.
We're going to use our crayons today. Oops.
Okay. Let me help you turn them around. Let's move it pretty close to me so you can read.
Okay, so look. This is character. You're going to draw the characters that we've seen throughout the book. And I'm going to lift this up. So that you can get a reminder of what the book was about.
So I can see where.
Hey, now that we're done with our story map, Aubrey, can you explain to me what you drew for your character? What?
I drew the fish in waves.
Wait, not for your setting, just your character, the first box. What did you draw for that one?
The fish.
Were those the fish from the story?
Yeah.
Yes. What about your setting? What did you draw for your setting?
Waves.
Does that mean that, what does that mean to you? Where were the fish in this story?
It was when the waves came up.
And they were in the ocean?
Yep.
Yes. And what did you draw for the problem? Like, what problem was the rainbow fish dealing with?
Not sharing.
He wasn't sharing, you're right. And when he didn't share, it caused him to not have any friends, and that made him super sad. He wanted to have friends. And what about how did he solve this problem? What did he do?
He shared.
He shared. He decided, I'm going to give away some of my skills because I would much rather give away some of my skills than not have any friends. Good job. Super good job on your story map. Thank you so much. So, real quick, we are going to put up our new vocabulary words on the word wall. And the first one that we discussed was character. What did we say character was?
The rainbow fish.
In this story, yes, the rainbow fish is the character in the story. But in general, the character is the person in the book that the story is talking about, or sorry,
That's okay.
or the book is about, the character that the book is about. So if you would like, you can come up and you can put it on our story wall, our word wall over here. Do you want to come do it real quick?
Sure. Thank you.
You can just put it right here. Thank you. And what letter does that word start with?
C.
Good job. So we're going to put it under the letter that it starts with, which is C. And what about the setting? Another word that we talked about in this book.
It wasn't, the rainbow fish wasn't sharing.
That was the problem. The setting is, remember, where the book or the movie or the show takes place. Where are the characters at? Where are they in the book? In the ocean. So that's the setting.
Oh, I got you.
So do you want to go ahead and put this one on the word wall too? Wait 1 second. What letter are we going to put this one under? What does this one start with?
B.
That was character. What about this one?
C. F.
Yes.
I thought it B.
Good job. You can just lay it right. Yeah. Okay, and if you'll come back to your seat. So now we are going to focus on, we're not going to focus, we're going to end the lesson with that. But I do want to do a little assessment with you real quick before we finish. So this assessment is about you kind of describing to me this picture you drew earlier. Not yet. I'm going to record you if that. Okay, now that I'm finished with that, thank you so much for doing that for me. Today you did awesome with story element. We learned so many cool things like character setting, major events, problems, and all that exciting stuff that we have to learn to help us better understand books and how to comprehend them.
Okay.
You did an awesome job, and thank you so much for your hard work.